What is going on, everyone? Let's hope this is set up correctly. And it is. Let's go. All right. Let me tweet out the link to said live stream, and then we will have a fun time talking about football. Let me go ahead and open this up, tweet it out. Shout out to whoever's in the stream and like the stream. I appreciate that greatly. Here we go. So let's just talk about the game. Anyone has anything to add? We will talk about that as well. Whatever you guys want to talk about regarding the game, and we're just gonna have a great time talking football. Super Bowl Live. And then we're gonna include. Yo, what's up, Dylan? Bengals by 6. I agree. Bengals by roughly 50 is my pick. So we're going to talk about this all, and then I'm going to get your guys' opinion on what you guys think about this game, because to be honest with you, I think this game is honestly a 50-50 game. I think that the spread, to be honest with you, I'm surprised that it's 4. It's 4.5 at some books, 3.5 at other books. I'm pretty surprised that is the spread. I honestly think that this should be closer to a pick 'em. Maybe the reason why the spread is like this is because, what's up, Ben? Is because of the fact that the game is in LA, and realistically, they should have more fans at the game, right? But we all know the Rams don't really have that many fans. And that's not, again, if you're a Rams fan, I'm not being a dick to you or something. It just seems like they don't have a lot of fans in LA. Ben, what's up, man? Hey, your boy Joe Burr is going to send all his fraud LA fans home today. Can't wait to see LeBron and Dodgers fans cry in their own stadium. You guys see LeBron last night when he couldn't even hit how many free throws he missed? I think he missed all 3. Who do you think is going to win? I got LA. Personally, I have the Bengals to win. I think the Rams could easily win. Now, I'm not here to tell you that I would bet my fucking house on the Bengals, right? Because I think that's a little bit crazy. I personally think the Bengals are going to win, but I think this is going to be a close game. I really think that probably going to be a 3-point game, a touchdown game. I don't think there is much at least in my head, where I see this game just being a blowout on either side, where I really think that the Bengals are just going to destroy the Rams. The Rams are just going to destroy the Bengals. I don't really see that happening personally. Now, obviously, anything could happen. It's the Super Bowl. Last year, we saw Tampa Bay, Tom Brady just absolutely eviscerate the defense eviscerated Patrick Mahomes. So let's be honest with you, it could really go either way, right? I don't think this is like one of the Super Bowls that has been very interesting for me, at least, because personally I like Matthew Stafford, I like Joe Burrow, but ultimately I think the Bengals are there's just this storyline that every single week, and the 49ers should have beat the Rams last week, not last week, but last 2 weeks ago. So I really think that the Rams are going to fall here. But again, it is pretty close. By the way, help me win my fantasy league, big clutch. No problem, Dylan. I'm glad you won, man. Stafford over 2.5 rushing attempts. All right. So these are some bets that I actually want to talk about. I don't know how many of you guys bet. So we're going to talk about betting, talk about the game as a whole, and kind of talk about how I feel this game's going to go. We're going to stream for about an hour. Don't really care how many people join the stream. If I'm being honest with you, I just like talking to you guys. So thank you guys for all coming. What's up, Spock? What's up, Carl? Stafford over 2.5 rushing attempts. 2 of my favorite bets for today that I'm going to have to put in for on a parlay is I love Stafford over 2.5 rushing attempts. I also love Joe Burrow over 2.5 rushing attempts. It seems as though in the playoffs, even if a quarterback, now Matt Stafford isn't necessarily just some quarterback that's a statue in the pocket, but he is a guy that you typically aren't going to see run the ball 4 or 5 times a game. But this is the playoffs. This is the Super Bowl. This is the legacy game for Matthew Stafford. If he wins this game, I personally believe that he goes into the Hall of Fame. If Matthew Stafford is trying at his maximum ability, which he obviously is going to, he is going to have to run the ball. Same thing goes with Joe Burrow. That offensive line is going to break down. Joe Burrow is going to have to make things work. We saw that happen up against the Kansas City Chiefs. I like Stafford over 2.5 rushing attempts. Same with Burrow, if it's still that. And then Burrow over 12.5 rushing yards, I like. Now, 2 that I'm a bit indifferent on here is Samaje Perine over under 1.5 receptions, as well as Mixon over 4 receptions. Now, you could make the argument here that P. Ryan's going to get 2-3 targets in the game, and that is entirely possible. P. Ryan is one of those running backs that it's not really like a 1-2 punch system there in Cincinnati, right? It really is the Joe Mixon backfield, but on third down scenarios when they're looking to dump the ball off, it is entirely possible that Samaje P. Ryan goes into the game. I definitely like Stafford over 2.5 rushing attempts and Burrow over 12.5 rushing yards, much more than I like P. Ryan as well as Mixon over under on the receptions. I think if I was to go anyway on that, I'd probably stay away from Mixon and maybe tap a little bit on the over for Samaje P. Ryan, but that's not something I would look to throw the mortgage on. Higgins over under 5.5 receptions. Now, this game to me, there's a couple of scenarios that I think could happen. Now, Jalen Ramsey is not necessarily a cornerback that is going to shadow any receiver. He typically doesn't if it's going to be say it's a different game, right? It's them versus Seattle. He's not necessarily going to shadow DK Metcalf. Or if it's them versus basically any good receiver like Jamar Chase, right? In this game, I don't think he's necessarily going to shadow Jamar Chase, which means that Jalen Ramsey is going to be spending time on T. Higgins. He's going to spend time on Tyler Boyd. Now, it is also entirely possible that the Rams end up just doubling fucking Jamar Chase and then putting Jalen Ramsey up against T. Higgins mano-a-mano. And then you want to know how the Bengals are going to have to throw the ball to CJ Uzomah, who is on one leg, on a fucking peg leg, CJ Uzomah, and throw the ball to Tyler Boyd. So the Higgins over under 5.5 receptions, I would lean towards the over if I'm being honest with you on that. I personally believe this is the game script that is going to happen in this game. I'll try to answer as many questions as possible. I really believe this game is going to go at the beginning, the Bengals are down. It happens every single fucking game the Bengals play. It feels like they're going to be down at the beginning of the game. All hope will be lost. People will be tweeting, the Rams won the fucking Super Bowl. It is over. It is all over. And then miraculously, second half opens up. Zach Taylor, I don't know what he does in the locker room, tells him some story that is going to fire them up. And then miraculously, the Bengals come out in the second half, look a lot stronger, and end up winning the game. That's how I see things happening. I think the Bengals are going to be throwing the ball personally more than the LA Rams. The Rams tend to get complacent. They tend to not be one of those guys, or not one of those guys, like that, one of those teams that really put the nail in the coffin, right? It's kind of like what happened to the Falcons in the Super Bowl a bunch of years ago when they lost to the Patriots. I don't think this game is going to be some 28-3 comeback type of deal, but the Rams don't necessarily put the pedal to the metal, the gas on. They kind of, they start to go and then they just start running the ball. They start being complacent. They don't start taking these deep shots to Cooper Kupp that were working all game long. They will stop doing that. Now, will Sean McVay be able to overcome this? Will Sean McVay actually coach correctly in this game? I don't know. He seems to have that choke gene. Now, do I think Sean McVay is a bad coach? Of course not. He's one of the best coaches in the NFL, but I'm thinking this game is going to be very pass heavy from the Bengals down the stretch of the game. That's why I think over 5.5 receptions can hit. Again, on Mixon, I'm a little bit confused on what I think about Joe Mixon. Joe, all day, baby. LaBitch goes down. Go Curry and Clay. You're a fan of the Warriors. My favorite basketball team is the Bulls because I'm a bandwagon fan because I support Lonzo Ball. He's my favorite player. I used to be a Nets fan, but then those scumbags moved down to New Jersey. You hate to see it. I like P. Ryan over 1.5 receptions. I agree with that spot. Over under the national anthem length over 1 minute and 30 seconds. Now, it used to be that you could go on Twitter and the night before or the 2 nights before, they actually practiced the national anthem in the stadium. Now, this person who is actually doing the national anthem typically goes under by a mile. Like this lady, I believe it's a lady. Her name is Mickey, I believe. National anthem singer. Again, don't want to say anyone's name wrong. Singer, Super Bowl. I love the Super Bowl national anthem. Who is it here? Yeah, Mickey Guyton. And she typically goes under. I'm going to say over. No one goes under on the national anthem in the Super Bowl. They are trying their heart out. They're going to be singing. The national anthem is one of my favorite parts of the game. It just gets you so excited, You hear them hit and the land of the free, then the jets fly over. I don't know. For me, I just love that part of the game. So, I just dropped my phone on my fucking foot. Hey, Notorious, long time no see. How are you doing? I'm doing great, man. I'm doing great. Sorry about not posting or anything recently. If I'm being honest with you guys, I'm picking up my phone right now, but I haven't been posting that much because once the season ends, dude, I just post so much content during the season that I get a little bit tired, but you guys will be seeing some new stuff soon. Some things are going to be changing on the channel. There will be a video on that. So when things change, you guys will be alerted about what's changing. Not really going to go super in depth into it now, but it's something that I have to do for the betterment of the channel, myself, and for what's going to happen. And it's going to be the same content. So don't really worry about that. Just things are going to change, but that'll be in a video coming up. So most people say you can't stop wide receiver like Chase, but you can limit him. Do you think Ramsey can fully stop him? So again, I really do think that Ramsey is one of the best corners in the NFL, if not the best, if not the best. Now, the thing about Jalen Ramsey, again, and now I might just pull up his stats and maybe I could just throw it up on the screen here to show you guys. Player profiler, Jalen Ramsey. Now, when you look at something like this, it shows you that he doesn't necessarily go full in and here. So I'm going to share it for you guys just so you know, so you guys can see. Share the screen, share screen, share screen. So you guys can see this. So basically here, and I'm going to zoom out a little bit. Actually, sorry, I have to move my head to actually see correctly. I'm going to zoom out a little bit. So what you can see here is that Jalen Ramsey, sure, he's on the best receiver a lot of the times, right? DK Metcalf, DeAndre Hopkins, Chris Godwin, right? But he's not 90% of the time on the best receiver most of the time, right? Last week he was 91% on Mike Evans against Tampa Bay. But in week 19 up against Arizona, he's on AJ Green. Now, necessarily AJ Green might be the best receiver there. You never know. Deebo Samuel. So he's not a guy that necessarily just rides the best receiver. And he is getting targeted. It's not like Joe Burrow is going to be some scaredy cat, right? Up against Mike Evans. Mike Evans was he targeted Jalen Ramsey 12 times, Tom Brady, that is. So if it's a good quarterback, they're not going to be entirely scared of Jalen Ramsey. Again, Jalen Ramsey is one of the best corners in the NFL. I'm not going to sit here and debate with you guys saying that he's shit or something. I have made that joke before that he's bad. But I think personally, Chase will be able to overcome Jalen Ramsey. If push comes to shove, I think that you shouldn't be counting out Jamar Chase because Jalen Ramsey is covering him. And I would agree with that, Captain Spock. Ramsey is a very good corner. I think it is going to be a very fun game. I would agree. What are you guys doing for the Super Bowl today? I'm going to be watching. All my friends are coming over. We're going to watch the game. Have a nice time watching the game. Eat some pizza, Just have a nice day. Both quarterbacks over 300 plus yards. I don't love that because I don't think Stafford can hit that because, again, I think that they get a little complacent late in the game. Cincinnati's too much depth at wide receiver to worry about Ramsey. I agree. Taking the Rams over sacks and Von Miller tackles. The sacks in this game, I think the sacks could easily go over 6. Whatever the Rams sacks are at, I would take the over. But the over total on the game, I'm not necessarily sold on the Rams side. I'd like to get both combined. I think the Rams are going to be able to get Burrow, but again, I think Burrow does make these special plays where he's going to be able to avoid. Stafford has to hit his deep shots. Make me think, yeah, he does have to hit those deep shots. The one thing about Stafford, though, is to me, now again, I don't think Stafford is some type of fucking choke artist, right? He was on the Lions. I don't think you can really beat down on a guy who wasn't winning in Detroit, but at the end of the day, we've seen it. He is going to be prone to doing something stupid. Maybe it's not a pick 6, but he's going to throw the ball nowhere near Cooper Kupp or whoever. So I think we're prone for at least one of those in this game. Jersey boys, let's go, baby. Winning Gatorade color orange even if the Rams win. You think orange is going to hit even if the Rams win? Now, I watched part of my Take This Barstool podcast, and they had Sam Hubbard on of the Bengals defense, and he said that the Bengals always have orange Gatorade. So if you believe the Bengals are going to win, then I would bet on orange Gatorade. I don't know. Again, the betting on the Gatorade color is like the biggest crapshoot ever. It's fun. I understand it's fun. I'll probably end up betting $10 on something, but my real money goes on the actual things that I believe are going to happen. If we're going to talk about basketball, the best team in the world, the Phoenix Suns should be mentioned. D-Book and CP3 will bring Phoenix a ring. Yeah, the Suns have been on fire. I don't really watch too much basketball right now during the football season, but right after the football season ends, I try to focus in on basketball. D-Book has looked good, though. Also excited to hear the GOATs, Dre, Snoop, K-Dot today. Fucking with Dre Day, baby. Yeah, I like now, I know some of you guys won't like the fucking Super Bowl halftime show. Some of you guys may like it. This has been the first time I have ever watched the Super Bowl halftime show And I know a lot of the songs from the guys or the girls that are saying. Now, again, I didn't know. I don't know, like half the halftime shows, I feel like they're pointed at a older audience than myself. Now, again, I'm not calling you fucking old if you like the other ones, right? Some people just do, but I think this can be very interesting. I'm excited to hear what they have, and apparently they're going to have a Tupac um, hologram perform, which is interesting. I don't know what you guys think about that kind of shit. The the holograms performing. I think it's kind of cool though. My timber pussies are finally starting to arrive. Just saying. Just saying. CJ has 27.5 projection over under Blanton 29.5. Do you prefer the 2.5 rushing attempts over 6.5 rushing yards? For Stafford, I prefer the rushing attempts because for Matthew Stafford, if they win the game, now again, I think the Bengals are going to win. They are going to kneel down. You get a rushing attempt every kneel. So realistically, Stafford runs twice, takes a knee at the end of the game. That's over 2.5. Now, CJ, this is going to be. I am not touching CJ's props because I don't know how healthy he is. Are we going to see 50-50 Uzama sample, or are we going to be seeing maybe 75% CJ Uzama, or maybe 35% Uzama because he's banged up? Now, again, I'm not a fucking doctor. Maybe we will have more clarity up to kickoff, right? Kickoff is at 6:30 Eastern time. Maybe at 5 o'clock, we know, oh, CJ is going to be this. CJ is going to be that. Then I feel a lot more confident. Right now, I wouldn't touch that. Blanton, I like Blanton, if I'm being honest with you. I think Blanton, if I was going to put any money on Blanton, though, I would just sprinkle on a touchdown because I think he could score in this game. I think he could score the first touchdown as well. Ramsey also plays a lot in the slot. Yeah, that was on there too. He's played only above or below 10% a couple of times. The last couple of weeks, but he's gotten as high as 70%, 59%, 63%. So he's a guy that will move into the slot. Thinking of this parlay, Higgins over 5.5, Burrow over 12.5 rushing, Stafford over 6.5 yards, $100 for $600. On parlays, the most I will ever bet on a parlay that is over two things is $50. Now, again, I don't know how you feel about that, but I think that's a good bet. But I would prefer to get the just rushing attempts instead of the rushing yards. Detroit versus everybody. Detroit fans are cheering big time for Matthew Stafford. And again, I want the Bengals to win. I am a Dolphins fan, obviously, so I have no real rooting interest. I just think Joe Burrow, I just like watching Joe Burrow, but I also like Stafford. Depending on how long you guys have been watching this channel, basically since the creation, I've been a Matthew Stafford guy. Always have been. I love Matthew Stafford. He is one of my favorite quarterbacks in the NFL, and I would be happy to see him hoist the Lombardi. But again, I bet on the Bengals, so obviously I want the Bengals to win. Are you giving us your top picks? Now, actually, that is going to be something interesting that we could do. I'll answer a couple more questions, and then I'll pull up the props on the screen, and then we'll just go over them. What is your favorite prop for today? I'll do that in a minute. Ramsey said he wants Chase, but Raheem Morris has been using him a lot in the slot. Don't be surprised to see Ramsey switching to Boyd during the game. I think we're going to see him on Boyd, Higgins, and Chase at this game. I would say most of the time I think he's going to be on Chase, but again, he doesn't really move a lot. Cam Akers rushing under, I like that as well. I like the Cam Akers rushing under. I think today we are going to see one of those backfields. Is Darrell Henderson in or not? Let's look that up. Darrell Henderson. Because if Darrell Henderson is in, this is going to be one of those situations. Rams activate Henderson. This is going to be one of those situations where all three guys are getting licks. Sammy, let's fucking go. What's up, Sammy? Lucky number 13, the Buffalo War Pigs, baby. Odds that LA splits time pretty evenly between all three backs. That's actually what I just said. You said it beforehand. I just didn't read it until now. I definitely think that is going to happen. I think they're going to stick with the hot hand. So if Cam Akers gets off on fire though, right? If he starts off the game, runs in a fucking touchdown, does all this, then I'm going to tell you that I think Akers is going to be carrying the ball a lot. But if Akers looks a bit like he's struggling a little bit, then I think we see them go to Michel. Michel has played well in the Super Bowl before on the Patriots. So I think that we could be seeing, I don't think we see a lot of Henderson, but I think we're going to see Henderson. We're going to see Akers. We're going to see Michel. I think it's going to be a majority Akers and Michel, but if Akers does get the hot hand, then I think Akers does take it a majority of the time. But again, I'm not loving the over here. Ballsy parlay. I think it is a little bit ballsy as well. Bro, sweet. I'm catching you live. I started watching you last year and I won my league. Congratulations, man. And you defended your title this year. Congratulations, Steven. I'm proud of you, man. Nah, I'm a Lions fan rooting for Cincy. Got to root for the underdog, baby. Love that. Thank you, Sammy. I appreciate it. Grab a notebook for school. Sammy, I finally graduated. I do not no longer need a notebook for school, but I do appreciate it. Thank you very much, Sammy. I'm going to try to hit when I get my diploma, I'm going to try to hit the Eat the W, Jameis Winston on the stage. I don't know. That's probably definitely fucking stupid, but I'm going to do it because I think it's funny. Thank you, though. I appreciate it, Sammy. They have Sony only at 19.5 rushing. Yeah, see, so I'm going to pull up all the props. I don't know what book you guys use. I'm going to pull up DraftKings. I'm going to throw it up on the screen. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm going to log in, and I'm going to throw it on the screen. My man, good job. Thank you, Sammy. I appreciate it. I like Cincinnati too, Joey. Burrow doing what he did last year after the ACL and MCL in his second year. Got to root for that. I agree. It's crazy. So crazy. The guy goes from having a fucked up leg, obviously with the ACL, MCL. They're talking about how he's not going to be 100% week one. Then the guy comes out the gate on fire. Joe Burrow is one of my favorite players. So happy for the guy. So I'm going to throw up some props on the screen here. We're just going to go over everything. If you guys have a DraftKings account, make sure that you do enter the thing. I think you can get, I think it's up to, they're going to give away $1 million fucking free bet. Don't think any of it, right? What are the odds any of us wins? But if you are on DraftKings, I would suggest doing that. Just off the chance that you do miraculously win. So I'm going to pull up my DraftKings here on the screen. What is happening, bro? All right. Maybe we go full screen and it stops. Okay, it's good now. I don't know what the fuck that was. Okay. So, pulling up the game here. Now, every website has different things on here. They're going to have some promotions and stuff. So, if I was to bet on the Super Bowl MVP, I think the worst thing to do is bet Stafford or Burrow. I think that if the Rams win, or if the Bengals win, I think 100% it is going to Joe Burrow. I would be close to 100% chance, not because I think Joe Burrow is going to throw for 400 fucking yards in the game, but because I think that it's a quarterback's award. But I think if the Rams are to win, I think the biggest reason why they win is because they are laying the pipe to Joe Burrow. They're beating Joe Burrow down. Or Cooper Kupp wins. Because Cooper Kupp, it could be perceived that Cooper Kupp is better than Stafford. So I think Cooper Kupp could win. My favorite picks for the MVP, I didn't even bet on the MVP. I think 10,000 for Evan McPherson is fucking crazy. I don't know why it is that. I don't think a kicker's ever won the MVP. I don't think so in the Super Bowl. So I don't see that as being very probable, but hey, he has carried the Bengals pretty well. So my best picks for this, I really like Aaron Donald plus 1,400. I also like, let's see, it might be even deeper here. Now, Eli Apple sucks, but I was watching the Pat Mayo Experience, and he was saying, and it makes sense, that Eli Apple sucks so much that it is possible that the Rams are just peppering the ball at him, right? Just feeding the ball, and he gets like a pick six or something crazy. Then he could technically win the MVP. I'm not much of an MVP bettor, though. I remember a couple of years ago, I took, who was it? Damian Williams on the Chiefs over Mahomes. I thought he was going to win. He was playing really good. Doesn't win. They give it to Mahomes. So the MVP award seems to be a little bit fugazi, right? They give it to basically the quarterback every time. So that's not something that I really look to hammer in on. Any kick to hit the uprights, if you're a Chicago fan, they just did you dirty here. Coin toss, if you bet on the coin toss, in my opinion, you're a little bit of a degenerate. Coin toss winner, also a degenerate move. The color of the Gatorade, again, I think orange because I think the Bengals are going to win. Jersey number of the first touchdown score. This is a good bet, but the juice is way too heavy here. Minus 140. I personally believe that, so when you're getting under 23.5, you're getting Cooper Kupp, you are getting Jamar Chase, you're getting basically the big hitters, and I think Akers is 23. So you're getting a lot of the big hitters unless Mixon scores or unless Higgins scores or something like that. So I think that's a solid bet as well. Who wins? Who will the Super Bowl MVP thank first? And this is all types of shit where this is crazy town. If you're betting on any of this, if I'm being honest with you, if you're thinking that I don't know how much of a God guy Mr. Stafford is. I think it's possible that someone thanks God/religion. But at the end of the day, I'm not betting on something like that. Sorry about the light. It'll fix. All right. All of these bets are fucking insane in the membrane. I don't know who's doing any of this. It's Super Bowl Sunday. We're all degenerates. Well, I agree. Rams by 3. I think that's entirely possible, which is why I like the Bengals -4 or +4.5. I mean, same here. Damian definitely deserved it that year. I agree. Lofty likes Aaron Donald for MVP. I think Lofty is in the correct for thinking that. Let's see here. DraftKings has the Super Bowl squares as well. So if you guys play squares, which I do as well, Caesars offers way better odds though on the squares, I think. Anything here? Fastest player. I don't know who bets this as well because they don't actually tell you in real time who the fastest player is. Okay. So let's move to the real bets here. Let's look at some real stuff here. So the passing props, if I'm being honest with you guys, I don't love any of the passing props. I think that over 1.5 touchdowns for each of the guys is going to hit, but you have to parlay them together because unless you're just a big money guy, betting anything -200, 235 is not something that I typically look to do. So where's the rushing for Stafford? That is my best bet is the rushing for Joe Burrow. Rushing attempts. Over 2.5 Joe Burrow. That would be my best bet, personally. My best bet of all props. That would be my favorite. I also like Stafford over 2.5 as well. But I think it's weird that there's less juice on Burrow compared to Stafford because I would think it's more likely that Burrow rushes. That. Actually, I wanted to go to the receiving. Rushing attempts, receptions here. Receiving yards. Okay, so I think if you're going to bet anything on the receiving yards, I think you just hammer Cooper Kupp. I'm going to be honest with you. I think that the Bengals are going to win, but Cooper Kupp is probably going to get 140 yards without a doubt. Without a doubt, he's going to get like 140 yards. So anything on Cooper Kupp, I love. Anything on Cooper Kupp. Game props. Do we have the sacks? Because that is what I'm looking for, Jeffrey. I'm looking for the sack numbers here. If I scrolled by it, let me know. I'm using DraftKings here. I bet on DraftKings. I bet on FanDuel. I bet on Barstool. I use the score bet. I use Bet365, and I also use Caesars. I cannot use BetMGM because my dad works there. Not allowed to bet there. Okay, so what am I looking for here? Defensive props. Here it is, baby. I found it for you, Jeffrey. Exact total sacks, a little bit crazy. I think 7 or more is possible, though. LA Rams total sacks over 3.5. I like over 3.5. Most sacks, I don't think it's going to tie. I would probably go over 3.5 on the Rams. I also, player to record the first sack is a humongous dice roll. Leonard Fournette plus 600 is interesting. Not something I would tell you to lock in, though. Tackles plus assists. I want to go the field goals. First field goal. I thought this was going to be like Evan McPherson total field goals, not field goals. This is funny as fuck. If you bet on some of this stuff, you're absolutely crazy. Like, imagine for the first miss you're cheering, you're like, dude, that's got to go wide left. That's so funny. They really do offer everything for this. Team props. Cincinnati Bengals net offensive yards. Okay. I like the Bengals over passing yards. Where's that at? Oh, well, I guess that would just be Joe Burrow. KC did only get 1 sack against Burrow, but now again, I don't know exactly where to pull up these metrics. I read them on Twitter. Apparently, the Chiefs aren't the greatest pass rush defense. The Rams are. The Rams are great. So again, I would bet that, but that's just how I feel about it. Again, I do think the Bengals are going to win, though. I think Joe Burrow is going to be able to run away. Okay, let's see here. What are the DK promotions on here? Bengals to win, Joe Burrow to throw for 250 yards. Rams win, Stafford 250 yards. Now, if you think the Rams are going to win, I think this is pretty much a lock. I think Odell's going to score. That is probably... Here, let's find... What the fuck are the cross-sport specials here? All right. Where's the touchdown scores? I think if you're going to be betting a touchdown score in this game, my best bet would be Odell plus 120. I like Odell. Papa's a pit ball, so let's fucking go. Hammering Matt Stafford over 5.5 rushing yards. I like that. Do you see any scenario where he rushes less than 12 yards? No, I do not. I do not. Let's pull up. I'll pull it up. I'll drag it onto our screen that we're looking at here. Joe Burrow. This player profiler has the stats correct for the playoffs, I think. So let's pull it up here. Sorry if I look a little bit dark here. Okay. Rushing yards. They don't have the most updated game, so Joe Burrow stats. Joe Burrow. Rushing yards. All right. Against Kansas City, he had 25 rushing yards. Against Tennessee, he had 5. This is the Super Bowl. This is a game where, again, I believe he's going to be being chased. They're going to run him down. I think he runs over 12 yards. But again, the safest bet is over 2.5 rushing attempts. I believe that is much safer. No one slashes through a D. Like OJ, I agree. They're going to try to lock down Cup, dude. You're going to need the whole... What does that one guy say? Who is that player? Was it T.O.? Was it Ocho Cinco? Who said it? Where he's like on the phone. He's like, you're going to need the fucking Navy SEALs to cover me. That's what they're going to need to cover Cooper Kupp. They're going to have to instill the Navy SEALs. Chase promotion boosted to plus 120 on the over 3.5 rushing yards. Ooh. Let's look at Chase's rushing attempts. Now, in the Super Bowl, the stupidest shit happens. The dumbest stuff happens all the time. I wouldn't be surprised if Jamar Chase threw a touchdown in this game. Again, because that's what you have to expect. So in terms of rushing attempts, Chase has 1 rushing attempt in the last 2 games. Up against the Rams when they played in the regular season, he had 3 rushing attempts. Over 3.5 yards. It might land on 3, but I do like over 3.5 rushing yards for Jamar Chase. I agree. Barry Sanders, excellent running back. There's a lot of great running backs that played before I was watching football. Regular season, he didn't get many rushing attempts. That's true, obviously, but it's different in the playoffs. 1 rushing attempt in each of the last 2 games. 3 up against the Rams in... Oh, no, it's against the Raiders. I'm an idiot. Up against the Raiders in week 19. Sorry about that. I did hear the Bengals, actually. They did just pick up the Navy SEALs for a 1-year deal. Exactly. All right. Let's get anything else here. We might pull up FanDuel as well. Every website has different stuff. What are team futures? That's just the money line. Why is that even a thing? Cross Sport. That's hilarious. Who will have more points, the Hawks or Cooper Kupp? I'm be honest with you. I think Cooper Kupp might score more points than the Atlanta Hawks. What's up, Jack? There are some spicy things here, but again, these are like those bets where you're just throwing it balls to the wall. So my best bet on this game, the thing I've bet the most amount of money on, I don't think I've bet anything on DraftKings. No, I didn't bet anything on DraftKings. So, I haven't placed any bets on DraftKings. I have bet on Caesars and Bet365. I was ball busting because one of the viewers' name is OJ Simpson. Rams easy. Again, the Rams could easily win this game, but I think if you're betting the spread, I take the Bengals spread. I think 4.5 is a good number. Here it's 4. Here, I'll pull up my bets so you guys can see. Bet365. Log in. See, when I tell you guys to take bets, I always bet on them. I feel bad if I say something and then I don't bet on it. I think that is honestly like a scumbag move. If someone who's giving you picks doesn't actually bet on the picks. It's like when I give fantasy help, that is exactly how I would play if it was my team. I'm not just... So that's what I try to do. So I'm going to pull up Bet365 right now. Bet365. The fuck just text me? The Pepsi Super Bowl halftime show is going ultra. I don't care, bro. Did you win your fantasy football league? I didn't win a single league this year. I fucking suck, guys. I might have to retire. The real OJ Simpson's still out there looking for the murder. That's a fact. DraftKings sucks to navigate. For FanDuel, it's easier. I agree. I won too, Jack. I'm glad that you guys were winning your leagues, bro. I'm very excited for you guys. All right. So one of the bets I have on Bet365, if you guys are on here, it's just over half a point. It was free money. I bet it $15. That was the max bet to win 30. So that's going to win. And then since I just signed up for Bet365, they gave me a bunch of free bets. So I have $50 on the Bengals straight plus 170, $100 on the plus 4, $25 on the money line, and plus 4.5, which it moved to $50. So I have $150 on the spread and $75 on the money line. And then let me pull up Caesars, and then we will go back to searching for more props for you guys. Caesars was bought out by William Hill. And the thing is, I don't know how to spell Caesars because I'm a dumbass. Even though I studied history, I can't even spell the guy's name. Here we go. Sign in. Boys, do you think I'll forget what my password is? It happens like every single time I try to log into something. I don't know my password. Oh, fuck. I don't think I know my password. I'll just pull it up on my phone and point it at the screen. Caesars. I'm a bit of a buffoon, I guess, guys. Log in. Because on my phone, it just has the password saved. Here we go. So my bets on Caesars, I have Bengals plus 4, 4 times. So $50 on each. That is $200 on the Bengals plus 4. If you don't believe me, then it is right here. I don't even know if you guys can see that, but yeah, Bengals plus 4, $200 on that. Okay, now let's read the chat again. I'll go back to DraftKings, and I'm going to pull up FanDuel for you guys as well. Read FanDuel. Let's see. Where was the last comment I read? Let's see. All right, I found it. 7-leg plus 525 parlay. Cup 8+ receptions, Chase 6+ receptions, Mixon 2+, Cup and Chase both longs for 725+ yards, 20+ completions for Stafford, 30+ for Burrow. Oh, attempts. Okay. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't understand how that is only plus 525. I think the odds should be higher. I think that the odds should be higher. And that is exactly what Spock just said. What's up, Jennifer? That is exactly what Captain Spock said. 525 for that is fucking crazy. That seems way too low for something like that. The books are assuming Sony Michel gets pretty much no touches or productions. Concur. I personally think that Michel's going to see touches, but it all depends. This is why I'm not betting too much on Michel or Akers, because I think if Akers comes out strong, Akers is going to be seeing a lot of the production. If Akers struggles, I think they tug him out like Robert Kraft style, and they throw Sony Michel in. Hey, what's up? Yeah, I think I don't know if I would do that, to be honest with you. I think 525, the odds are just crazy. But if you're not going to bet if you're only betting like 30, 40, $50, then I think that's a fine bet. Was my first time playing fantasy ESPN and got third with your help. Was very competitive. Congratulations, Jeffrey. You know what? Not everyone wins, Not everyone wins. Getting first, second, or third to me is pretty good. I came in second in a couple of leagues and third in a couple of leagues. So if I'm being honest with you, second, third, while it's not as exciting as coming in first, I am still proud of you. Agree. I threw $40 on it. That's fine, man. Doing well. It should be double. I agree. That's on DraftKings. Who do you think is going to win the Super Bowl? I got you. I'll tell you in a second. Sony has Super Bowl experience. I said that before as a joke, but what I really mean is that I think that if Cam Akers struggles, then Sony Michel is going to get the ball. I don't see why the fuck not. Why that wouldn't happen. I agree. I think he has earned a role, and I think he will see touches. Do I think that he is going to be getting more rushing yards than Akers? No. Who do you think is going to win the Super Bowl? I like the Bengals to win the Super Bowl. Bengals by roughly a zillion. And again, I think the Bengals win by 3. Do you have any defensive slog entries for tonight? I have not. What does that, Sam? Am I dumb for not knowing what that means? Sam, explain to me what that means. I'm a bit of an idiot. I am not playing. If we're talking DFS, cap lock. Sorry, boys. You don't need to worry about. You can spam. You caps lock. It doesn't matter. I was hoping the Chiefs would win. Well, the Chiefs are not playing. Is the Rams versus the Bengals? Caps lock. It's okay, man. So for DFS today, I have not put my lineups in yet. I'm not playing an ounce of either defense. That is going to kill me. I understand the fucking Rams defense going to get like 20 sacks or something. But yeah. I'm in Canada, and the only 2 apps I can use are Bovada and Underdog. Oh, California, not Canada. Yeah, the Underdog is great. Can't even use Underdog in New Jersey because New Jersey has... What's it called? New Jersey has so much pull, like DraftKings, FanDuel. These guys have so much pull over the prop bet market that you're not allowed to bet props on these other websites, which sucks. Oh, I got you, Jennifer. I'm an idiot. I fucking read what you said wrong. I was hoping that the Bengals would make the Super Bowl. I was rooting for the Bills initially, though. I don't like obviously I'm a Dolphins fan. That's who I want to win the Super Bowl. 4 scenarios on Awesemo. Oh, gotcha. I think that there is a solid scenario that Captain Spock lock the best. I think that there's a scenario that this game is very low scoring. I think that if I was to bet money on the over or the under, I would bet on the under strongly on the under. DK Nuts only plus 300. Yeah, that's fucking crazy. Do I think that is a safe bet? Again, if you take out the touchdown score, I think that is a pretty safe bet. With the touchdown score, I'm not too sure, but that's going to significantly decrease the odds. DraftKings sucks right now. And again, if DraftKings wants to fucking pay me some money, then go ahead. But the sports books on the Super Bowl, they just ram you because they know that you want to bet. They know you're going to be throwing the money down. Without the touchdown score, it's minus 110. Laughing my fucking ass off. Yeah, exactly. So I guess you do have to bet it. If you're going to bet it, I wouldn't bet a significant amount of money on it. That's fine. But yeah, I wouldn't bet that at minus 110. That's fucking stupid. Hit me up if you need a book. Very chill dude. Yeah, OJ Simpson, he might stab you, but he's got the book, baby. I lost $400 on the Chiefs, Jennifer. I lost 250 on the Bills against the Chiefs. That was a hard hit. Again, only bet the amount of money. I am not some type of just bet the amount of money that you're fine losing. That's what I always say. I bet enough money to where it makes me excited about the game, but if I lose the amount of money, then I'm not going to pull my hair out. That's the advice I'll give you guys. Same thing with fantasy football. Don't play in fucking 50 fantasy leagues if you can't afford it and you need to win 50 leagues because you're not going to be able to do that. Fantasy football is one of the most, it's very luck-based, very skill-based as well. But there's a lot of luck that goes into it. Once you get into the playoffs, one of your guys shits the bed, it's over. Like my friend in our 14-team league, he had Stafford, Kupp, and Dalvin Cook and did not win. In a 14-team league, having Stafford and Kupp is insane. Stafford and Kupp shit the bed in week 15, I think. Tough scenes. Let's see if FanDuel is any better. I have a FanDuel account. Again, not a genius on remembering the passwords to my accounts. I have them all logged in on my phone. So that's how I normally place bets on my phone, if I'm being honest with you guys. And I make my DFS lineups on the computer. So we're going to pull up FanDuel Sportsbook. I'm not going to log in because I don't know the username and the password because I'm an idiot. I do know the username, actually. If you guys are new to betting and you live in a state where it's legal, the promo codes that you can get for this is insane. I assume a lot of you guys bet. At least I assume so. I think a lot of people who play fantasy also bet. That's just my assumption. The bonuses are crazy. that you can get on every app. So if you're new to betting and you live in a legalized state, I would suggest making your account now if you were to ever want to bet, because again, bet $5, win 280. On Caesars, I bet $20. They gave me $300 in free bets. On Bet365, I bet $1. They gave me $200 in free bets. So I suggest if you were to ever to join, I would do it. Now, again, I don't make any money off you joining. Just saying, that's what I would do. I've been slamming NBA all week. I've hit 9 parlays in the last 3 days, but also lost 3 this week by at least one stat. All of the picks were well under average. You know what? I'm not a huge parlay guy, but some people hit big on parlays. A guy that works at Awesemo, Sean, he did I believe it was a 38 pick round robin, $5,000. He won 80 grand 2 days ago. That is insane, though. It is great to see you guys winning. LeBron with 5, or example, LeBron with 5 boards. I needed 6. LaMelo with 5 assists. That's always what happens. That is always what happens. Or the worst thing about parlays is when all of them hits and one misses by like 1 fucking point or one assist, something like that. It's so annoying. Okay, so let's look at the props here on FanDuel. Now, FanDuel, I don't remember who said it. Whoever said it is a complete and utter genius because of let's see here. Because it's so much easier to navigate FanDuel. Over 5.5. Now here's a guy. Dude, I'd bet over 10.5. Now here's a guy, to be honest with you. Read the fine print on betting sites, especially the rules on the minimum number of bets allowed. Yeah, I always try to. I Google those kind of things. There are reviews on before I sign up for a sportsbook, I watch multiple YouTube reviews and read multiple reviews to get the best gauge on what's actually happening. And I only sign up for ones that are not. I think Bet365 is offshore, but they have a thing in New Jersey, so I think it's pretty safe. Anthony Edwards, 25 plus points, rebounds, assists. That shit finished with 24. That's the worst. Yeah, the worst. When I make a parlay, I never include Sunday Night Football or Monday Night Football because then you feel like a real asshole waiting until Monday just to lose. I never do that because of that. Maybe that's because I can't handle the weight. Maybe that's why, I guess. Been streaming for 47 minutes. This has been an excellent stream. We're going to keep going. Please hit the like button, though. Please hit the like button. Now, I don't think I'm going to live stream after the Super Bowl because I'm going to consume some alcoholic beverages. And if the Bengals lose, don't want to be crying on live stream here. But I will probably have a video for you guys tomorrow recapping the Super Bowl, giving you guys my thoughts on what happened. And then it's the offseason, baby. The Raiders are prepared to commit to quarterback Derek Carr with an extension via Ian Rappaport. Again, this is not the regular season, so I'm not sure how much you guys care about the news that's coming out. Colts Carson Wentz will probably be traded or released prior to March 19th. What an excellent trade from the Colts right there. That's when $15 million in base salary becomes guaranteed. So they're going to trade him before that. What do you guys think about that? You guys like Carson Wentz? I think Carson Wentz is a bit of a fucking choke artist. That's why my boy 9-inch Nick Foles. I'm sorry, I'm texting my friends. Okay. We won that trade. Yeah, the Eagles did win that trade. I can only speak for myself. Underdog, DraftKings, and Prize Picks are my favorite. I cannot use Underdog. I can do best ball on Underdog. I cannot do the over-under things on Underdog. Saying I can't use Prize Picks either because I live in New Jersey. Now, if you are a new user to any of these things, where I work, Awesemo, they have codes that give you free shit. So if you want to join these things, go on to Awesemo. They have all the free stuff. Prize Picks is an excellent website. I wish I could play on it. Same thing with Underdog. I wish I could do the over-under. I play on basically every single website. Thanks for being one of the few content creators that makes vid about defenses stream. Sharing defense is my go-to. Thank you. Streaming defenses is one of my favorite videos of the week. I love talking about the fucking defenses. Now, again, I am not the biggest sharp when it comes to defenses, like knowing what every fucking player's name is on defense. I know every player on offense of every team, the backups, some of the guys on the offensive line. I know all that. When it comes to defense, I'm a bit spotty. But I do understand how to stream defenses, and I think my videos helped you guys. I hope they helped you guys. I think they worked because I was using my own picks to pick up the defenses. I was doing all the research for it. And all the research I found, like the technique I found is I look at DVOA, I look at the schedule, obviously, of who they're playing, I look at the offensive line grades, and then I look at how I kind of feel how the game script is going to go. And that's how I dictate which defense I want to stream. Okay. Wentz sucks. I agree. If my Steelers took him, I'd shit my pants. I would like to see, since he's, I think they're going to try to establish the run early. I don't know if that's going to work, though. I do not know if that is going to work. Daily Sports Network, as someone who, most of my DFS takes come directly from Osimo, where I work. I love Van fucking Jefferson. I love Van Jefferson. Van Jefferson, though, when you put him in your lineup, Daily Sports Network, you have to understand Van Jefferson is either going to score you 0 points or put the team on your back or on his back. Van Jefferson is either going to score a touchdown, 150 yards, or he's going to get 3 receptions for 4 yards. That is what you're playing with. So it's big risk, high reward. Van Jefferson is one of the, let's see, I don't know if this is free or not on the website today, but I'll read it to you guys anyways. I'll tell you guys what the Osimo hit rate is on Showdown for today. While it's loading, I'll just keep talking, but I will pull that out for you to know what the hit rate is on Boyd as captain or Van Jefferson. I always stream defenses. Streaming defenses is one of the key strategies to fantasy football. Do you think Odell leaves if the Rams lose? No, I don't think so. The Rams offense next year is going to piss me the fuck off because Robert Woods is one of my favorite players in the NFL, and I think Robert Woods is close to Robert Woods and Odell are close to probably undraftable next season, in my opinion, based upon where they get drafted. It depends, obviously, but I think they're going to be close to undraftable. I'm going to turn off FanDuel for a second. I think they're close to undraftable because of the fact that I think Kupp is just going to dominate again. You're probably the most spun-on fantasy streamer, to be honest. Thank you. I appreciate it. I hope so. Try to give the best advice as possible. I'm not going to get everything right. No one's going to get everything right. Hopefully you guys know that. While I finished this year with 80-plus waiver moves, I'm the same way. I pick up so many fucking players. I would take a shot on Boyd. I agree. Osmo hooked me up. I got a free month of Osmo Plus Platinum less than 6 months in, and I won first place in the hip check. I love you, motherfuckers. Congratulations, Sammy. Congratulations. I have whatever the Osmo Maximum package is because they give it to me for free. But the Osmo Plus is a very good thing to play DFS. Personally, this is very early, but I think the Ravens will win the AFC North next year. The AFC North is one of those divisions I would not be surprised if any team won besides the Steelers. If Ramsey blankets Chase, Boyd will be productive in the slot. I agree. I agree with that assessment. I just think, again, when it comes to Van Jefferson, I am just betting on the fact that I think Van Jefferson catches the ball like twice, 3 times, and just has 170 yards. Something crazy. Hey, Nick. Hope you have a great day. Thank you, Zach. Quick, safest Super Bowl parlay I could put a little cash on. Safest parlay, again, it is the over 2.5 rushing attempts for Stafford, over 2.5 rushing attempts for Burrow. What is that going to give you, you might ask? I am not sure. I am on FanDuel right now. I'm going to check on DraftKings because I actually know where it is on DraftKings. On DraftKings, if you parlay those two together, now I'm not saying this is the mortal lock of the century, but this is the bet that I would be most comfortable with. And you are going to get kneel downs counting as rushing attempts. Remember that. Did they take rushing attempts down on DraftKings as I'm talking about this? No, they didn't. Rushing attempts. I'm pull it up on the screen. Share screen. I think I'm going to bet Hello. We are back. If the stream is still working, I apologize. No one leave? You guys are crazy. How did no one leave? You see me? Is shit working? Hit refresh. It is working. Let's go. We're back, baby. Sorry about that, guys. It's fucking snowing in New Jersey, and the I don't know what happened. I don't know. My internet sucks normally, and I didn't abandon ship. I wasn't trying to leave. The snow, I genuinely think, knocked my internet out. It's been I don't know why the fuck it decided to snow today. I got to go shovel after this, because my friends are all coming over for the game. I can't even show you my setup because I don't want to move my webcam and it like end up getting broken or something. But I put another TV in my room. It's got 2 TVs for the game today. Very nice. Fuck the snow. Oh, you're in Connecticut. A lot of my family on my dad's side is from Connecticut. I'm listening to you while I deliver packages for FedEx. Love that, man. Love that. You gonna be home in time for the game later? You know what I saw yesterday that I was fucking laughing. I tweeted it out. I saw what's it called? Fuck. The mailman gets out of his car and just starts pumping push-ups outside of his car. It was so fucking funny. Am I on at 3 at Awesomebo? No, I'm not on today. I did not make I'm not cool enough to make the Super Bowl. And obviously that's a joke if anyone from Awesomebo is watching. I'm not trying to sound like a dick or something. No, I'm not on any of the streams today, sadly. But I will be watching. I will be listening. I'll be in the chat if you want to talk, Sammy. I'll be in the chat. Sunny Florida. I wish I lived in fucking Florida somewhere where it's sunny. What's going on, guys? Yeah. So back to that. If whoever asked the question is still in the chat, my best bet here is safe parlay. There are technically safe parlays that aren't like plus 7,000 because you just bet on 2 things, right? That's in my opinion what a safe parlay is. No parlay is safe though. I do get what you're saying. So let's pull up this real quick. Share my screen. So what I was trying to show you was the parlay that I like is over 2.5 rushes for Burrow, over 2.5 for Stafford. You parlay that together. Parlay. If you were to bet, sorry, unfortunately, your picks can't be parlayed. Fucking scumbag website. What do you mean these picks can't be parlayed? Maybe we'll try. Am I dumb? I don't place bets on my computer. I do it on my phone. Yeah, same game parlay. How come I can't? Rushing attempts. Over 2.5 for Burrow, over 2.5 for Stafford. And you can't parlay that. So fine, I guess that's not the safest parlay. Then we're going to go with over 2.5 rushing yards for Burrow. And then we'll do over 2.5 for Burrow because I think that's the safest pick. And then we will do receiving yards. Cooper Kupp over 104. How can these not be parlayed? Am I just dumb? Clearly, you're dealing with a fucking idiot here. Let's see FanDuel if it'll let me do it. Ooh, sorry, guys. I only literally make bets on my phone, so clearly I don't know how to use this shit. Oh, look at this. This is actually a good pick here. Over 60.5, over 60 receiving yards for this is the Pat McAfee bet. What are the odds on this? Plus 802. Okay, this might actually be the safest bet. $50 wins 401. I like the Pat McAfee parlay. I'm going to go bet that on my phone after this. I like that, but let's see if we can do it on here. Offensive player props. Receiver props. Rushing props. Okay. So you want to get rushing yards on Stafford. QB props, passing yards. Passing TDs. Rushing yards. Oh, they don't have... Dude, these scumbag websites. So I guess my best parlay would be Odell touchdown and Matthew Stafford rushing attempts. And Joe Burrow rushing attempts, I should say. So Joe Burrow rushing attempts and Odell touchdown would be my bet if I was trying to make the safest bet. Pushing P. All right. We got 80 more stops. Very nice. I live in North Tonawanda, a few miles from Buffalo. 15 degrees and snow. Let's fucking go. I actually do kind of like the snow, but man, like on days like this when it's the Super Bowl, I don't want it to fucking snow, man. I do not want it to snow. All right. Pushing P. See if they have any promotions here. Make sure you guys opt into this if you're on DraftKings. Jamar Chase touchdown boosted to plus 150 on here. Who's from NT? I'm from Olean. I'm from the NJ, New Jersey. Oh, I see that bet you're talking about now. All right. Let's see here. Which DK promos are you throwing the house on? The hose on. The hose on. I'd say the best bet here, I like the Chase touchdown at plus 150 or the Chase rushing yards at over 3.5. I like both of those. What the fuck is a flash bet? Just shows how dumb I am, guys. Even though I bet all the time, I have no idea what a flash bet is. All right, guys, we'll be live for like 10 more minutes, and I'm going to get off. I'm pushing P. If you guys are on Bet365, the free money right here is over half a Oh, it was live during the game. Gotcha. Did not know that. I did not know that's what it was called. But yeah, I know what that is. Over half, obviously here, half a point on Bet365 if you're on there is the free money. They charge the payouts at all venues around about 15 years ago. A parlay that paid 6-1 20 years ago is now 4-1. The house takes was 5% for decades, and now it's close to 15%. It's not what it used to be. Yeah, I mean these sports books make a shit ton of money. They make a shit ton of money, and they make a lot of money on these bets. Where are all the stupid ones? There are so many ones that make absolutely no sense that I already know people are going to bet. Oh, these are Super Bowl squares for any quarter, Dad, on DraftKings. Like shit like this. Fastest player. This is the type of shit that people lose money on. That just make no sense. That you just should not be betting on. In a big field, can you not play any quarterbacks? Are you talking about DraftKings or FanDuel, Sammy? I'm pulling up the Osmo stuff right now. So I'm gonna crunch right now, and then tell you if any of them are like that, because I don't think I would look to completely fade quarterbacks, if I'm being honest with you. Now on FanDuel it could make sense. No, on DraftKings it could make sense. On FanDuel, I would definitely not do DK. Okay, DK. I'm gonna crunch right now for you. I'm gonna have to stop sharing my screen because it's just like sucking my computer dry. I'm gonna crunch right now and tell you. Is Osmo's website down? Might just be my computer. Make sure if you guys are betting doing any DFS stuff, please make sure that you place your bets, all that stuff, literally 30 minutes before the game, because these websites are going to pass away. Run last James. Pass away. Let's see here. I'm gonna the Osmo site's working. I'm a fucking buffoon. I'm a buffoon. Log in. Here we go. Tools, Fantasy Cruncher, DraftKings Showdown. All right. I'm going to do one crunch on DraftKings right now. I'll do 150 lives, and I'll tell you if anyone or if any of the crunches have non-quarterbacks. With no quarterbacks in the lineup, I would assume not. I'm not going to add randomness or anything. I'm just going to check. I'll do back. Yeah. All right. I see one right here. No, never mind. Literally every single one has a quarterback in it. But yeah. There's one right here with no quarterback, so it could technically work realistically. If you want to go heavy on, say you want Kupp, Chase, and Higgins, you can do that without getting the quarterbacks. So technically, yes, you can do with no quarterbacks. That is the 5th most optimal lineup: Cooper Kupp, Matt Gay, Uzama, Akers, Higgins, Chase. That's with no randomness, none of me editing shit yet. Rams are going to win. I'm going to be honest, Malak, if I said your name wrong, I apologize. I think it is genuinely 50-50. Oh, Brandon, that's literally the one I was trying to find. I think over 2.5 players to attempt a pass is something I like as well. Either way, I'm playing 3 entries for the Million Maker, 6 mil. I don't know how many entries I did. I did a bunch on FanDuel and some on DraftKings. Thanks for the crunch, Captain. No problem. Yeah, so if you want to go non-quarterback, you have to basically load up on, I'd say you have to go Kupp captain, in my opinion. And then I would put Higgins and Chase in your lineup, and then maybe go one of the kickers, something like that. I am not on for the defenses today. My long shot will be Mixon breaks the Rams' teeth and gets the MVP. I bet on FanDuel $10 to win, I think 55 again. When I bet on these things that I don't think are going to happen, I'm not going to bet fucking $100 or something like that. I bet $10. I think it pays 55, over 150 rushing yards, over 100 rushing yards, and 2 touchdowns for Mixon. Again, do I think that's going to happen? Probably not, but it's fun to have the thing on it. So we're going to be live for about till 1:10 Eastern Standard Time, and then we are going to get off. I appreciate everyone stopping by, though. I love all you guys so much. Thank you, guys. Who do you think will be the Dolphins' offensive coordinator? Let's see who they're looking at right now. So after we hired our head coach, I was very excited about Mike McDaniel. Very excited. Expected to hire Matt Applebaum. Applebaum jeans. Boots with the fur. Let's see where he has coached before. Applebaum Dolphins. He's is their offensive line coach. Dolphins offensive coordinator. What are they looking at? I don't know who they're looking at, to be honest with you. I just want someone that is not a pussy. That is going to let Tua actually throw the ball. That is going to let Tua actually play correctly. That's what I want. And I think Mike McDaniel is going to be calling the plays. So I don't even care who the offensive coordinator is. I do not care who the offensive coordinator is, as long as he doesn't suck. What is the payout? How is the payout only 55? Because I only bet $10. Let me tell you what the actual payout is, because maybe I'm wrong. FanDuel Sportsbook. Okay, I still have it open. My bets. No, I lied to you. I fucking lied right to your face. So I have over 150 scrimmage yards and 2 touchdowns for Mixon. $10 to win 120 plus 1,100. I have the game going into OT, 9.5. I think it could go into overtime. I am done with the fans. They are determined to suck from the top down. Look, I think they suck too. I'm going to be honest with you. Do I think that the Dolphins are going to fucking win the Super Bowl in the next 5 years? Probably not. I don't think they're even going to make the playoffs next year because that's just what I'm stuck believing. Now, again, I want the Dolphins to win the Super Bowl. I am going to tell you next year that I think they're going to make the playoffs. In reality, that's because I'm a fan of the team. If I'm looking from the outside in, I think they're going to suck. That's what always happens. They always suck. They need an offensive line. They need a run game. They need Jalen Waddle to turn into fucking Debo Samuel. And maybe, just maybe, we could do something. The odds should be way higher. Yeah. Plus 1,110 was what it was. I was looking at a lot of bets on FanDuel because FanDuel has this thing. Where is it? They have like pre-made parlays. And that's what I was looking at on my phone. Again, I don't really navigate the website, so I'm a bit of a buffoon when it comes to navigating the websites. Stephen Ross is a piece of shit. Yeah, he is a piece of shit. I was gonna say get that $10 back. That's fraud. Yeah, it's because I had and now FanDuel is plus 4.5 for the Bengals, so the line's still shifting prior to kick. Still shifting. Okay, same game parlay. I thought they had pre-made parlays because that's literally what I was looking at on my phone. Do they not have that on the computer? Yeah, I was looking at all the pre-made parlays on there. Normally I make my own, but I saw that and I was like, you know what? That could happen. Now, do I think Mixon's going to go ham? I don't think so. What do I think the score is going to be? Bengals 28. See, 28-23 doesn't seem very probable, but I think it's going to be something like that. 21. Nah. 24-28 Bengals. 24-28 Bengals or 31-28. No, I'm going to go 31-28, but I don't think that's going to happen because I think it's going to go under, but for what I want it to be 31-28 Bengals. Even if the Rams win and the Bengals cover, I'm fine as well. Because I don't have a shit ton on the money line. Let's see here. You guys got any more questions? Eight five, so my box wins. Do you guys do Super Bowl boxes? I have two. My dad has one. I don't even remember mine. Apple bottom jeans, boots with the fur. All right. If you guys don't have any questions, I'm probably just going to end the stream now because Cincinnati had 13 interceptions during the season, and Stafford loves to throw them. I agree. Stafford. I think the way that the Bengals win genuinely is that Stafford throws some stupid fucking interception at the end of the game, and they win. Apple bottom jeans. All right. So I guess my final thoughts on this game is, if I'm wrong, again, you guys can just tell me in the comments. Nick, you fucking idiot. You should have said the Rams were going to win. Again, my best bets on this game, Bengals plus 4. Over 2.5 rushing attempts, Stafford, Burrow. Cup, anytime touchdown. The odds suck. Yeah, probably. And most of the time they give you a promo like that, they're trying to bend you over. So yeah, my best bets, I like the Bengals. All my money's on the Bengals. Bengals plus 4, Bengals plus 4.5, Bengals money line. Bengals, and go ahead, place that bet. Bengals are going to win, in my opinion. I think the game goes under 48.5. Again, my projected score is higher than that, but realistically thinking it's the Super Bowl. Everyone's going to bet the over. It's going to go under. So the under, Bengals money line, Bengals +4/4.5. That's really all I got. I'm cheering for the Bengals. I think it's safe to say I've been a big fan of Stafford as well as Burrow. At least in my videos, I don't think I've really ever talked shit on either of the guys. I've always liked both of the guys. Higgins could have a great game. I'm very interested to see what happens. I mean, everything I say could go completely out the fucking window, and like I'm all over Joe Burrow. I think he's gonna have a great game, right? And then Mixon runs for 400 yards. Is he gonna run for 400 yards? No, but realistically, what I'm saying is that in games like this, you never know what is going to happen. The Super Bowl is very exciting. It is also very sad because right when the Super Bowl ends, it always hits me. Fuck, man. Now we don't have, 5 months until NFL? We got the draft. I like the draft, obviously, but it sucks. But at least we got the USFL, shit like that to soften the blow. So thank you guys for watching. Love all you guys. Should be a post-game video tomorrow, me recapping the Super Bowl, talking about it, what I thought about it. I love all you guys. Please like the stream on the way out. Thank you guys all season watching the streams. I wasn't initially going to go live today, and I realized, you know what? Everyone who supports me, maybe they want to see a live stream. So I appreciate all you guys who come out. I love all you guys more than anything. Go Bengals. If you're rooting for the Rams, go Rams for you. I hope you guys have a great day. Gonna have a good day. Later, fella. Goodbye. Goodbye, Silver. Bye, Captain. Bye, Brandon. Goodbye, everyone who's here. Spock, my dad, everyone who's here. Brandon, Smokey, thank you guys for watching. I love all you guys, seriously. Edward as well. Hope you guys have a great day. Go Bengals. Goodbye.